How's it going, y'all? Rowdy Riles back with another video. Today we are talking about the biggest toy fails of 2024. So there were a lot of companies that did a lot of shady or a lot of dumb things in 2024, and I just wanted to highlight a couple of the worst offenders on this list that I have in my head. It's my list. I wanted to take a little time and break down what happened, what the response was, and what is currently happening. So yeah, with all that being said, let's get into the biggest toy fails of 2024. So let's start off this list. We're not going in like an order from top to bottom. It's just, this stinks all around. So we'll start with my favorite, I'm saying that sarcastically, McFarlane, with their McFarlane Toy Store exclusive Joker and Franklin Murray deluxe playset for $249.99. Now, what they said was that due to the licensing nature of the Joker and how Warner Brothers doesn't want particular merchandise for that, they had to pay a lot of cost, and then they're passing it on to the consumers for two plastic backdrop pieces, a cardboard background for that, a couple of plastic accessories, and two McFarlane figures. So those aren't really much to look at either. I would say if you want a Joker figure, go get the third-party one on AliExpress or something. Apparently it's really good. I haven't reviewed it. I'm not condoning going and getting a KO or an unlicensed figure over something that's licensed, but in this particular instance, I would say pass on the McFarlane Deluxe. It's still up for pre-order because it's not sold out, and it's been up for, I want to say 3, 4, 5 months or so. So it hasn't sold out yet. So that is a big fail on McFarlane Toys part. So that is our first thing that we are going to talk about today. Well, we already talked about it. Next up, we are going to talk about premium DNA, and I will preface this once again. Some of this is allegedly, because I have to say that, and some of this is a fact. The first fact is that Premium DNA used to be a company called Megalopolis Toys. Now, whether or not it's the founder who ran away with a bunch of money and stole a bunch of money from people who is running it now, I don't know if that's the case, but there are a bunch of people that were involved in Megalopolis that are involved in Premium DNA Toys, and they had a couple of releases go off without a hitch. They had the Mad Balls, they had the what was it? The frog guys, I forget what they're called. Battletoads. They had the Battletoads, and then I think they had like Barnyard Commandos or something. And where the problem started was when the pre-orders for the Premium DNA Earthworm Jim figures went up, because the figures went up for pre-order without a hitch. So about $54 to $60, something like that, on Premium DNA's website. And you know, you pre-order them, and you're waiting. And as of this point, they finally made word as to where their figures were. They said, hey, we got them. We're going to start shipping them out. But that was like last week. Go back a couple of months, 7, 8 months, almost a year at this point, of their pre-orders sitting in limbo. And lo and behold, Earthworm Jim figures started showing up on AliExpress. And I actually got a hold of one. And what allegedly happened from Premium DNA side is the quality control wasn't up to their par, so they didn't pay for what they had. And allegedly, is what the factory's saying, is that no, these are fine, these aren't defects. They just didn't have the money to pay for their product, which is kind of par for the course with these guys. I'm not saying that's the case, that's why I'm saying allegedly, but that was where we were all at. Now they finally got the figures. In the meantime, the factory started selling these figures on AliExpress, and I actually got a hold of one, like I said, and I got another one just to like make sure that they're not riddled with QC. The only thing that happened with mine is there's a little bit of paint up error in one of the eyeballs, and then his holster fell off. I don't know where that is. So that's stuff that can happen. It's just like not a huge deal. The box was fine, the figure was fine other than that. So, you know, people were buying them off of AliExpress while waiting for their pre-orders, and most of the people didn't have problems with their figures. I saw a lot of posts on Reddit with people being like, yeah, I had them ordered from Premium DNA, but I waited so long and got it from AliExpress. I don't have any problems with mine, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel my pre-order. I hope they do let people cancel their pre-orders. But that's the situation as it is right now. They have figures. They showed about, I don't know, maybe 5-6 pallets of Earthworm Jim figures in a picture and said, hey, we finally got it. I'll post that in the video. I'm going to post pictures of all the stuff I'm talking about. But yeah, that's where it stands. They got their figures. Everyone else already got their figures in the meantime. And it's just he said, she said from both parties. So that's another toy fail, is Premium DNA Toys in 2024. So what happens when you get sent something that you didn't order? Well, by the terms of mail service, unsolicited mail that you get for products or stuff, it's not something you have to pay for. If whether it's a mistake, shipped by accident, generally that's yours. You get to keep it. You can be nice and return it if you want to, or figure out what happened. But as far as the law is concerned, you don't have to do anything. And I'm just prefacing this whole next segment with that statement because NECA had a pre-order for a sewer lab diorama for Donatello's lab, and the pre-order went up without hitch. People started getting shipping notifications for their Donnie's lab. Lo and behold, people were getting 1 or 2 when they only ordered 1. They're getting, 2 when they hadn't ordered any or something like that. People were getting not a whole bunch. Like, I would say maybe 2% of people were affected by this issue. But NECA decided to send everyone, not everyone, but a bunch of people who didn't even get the figure at the thing saying, hey, you got this figure, it was an accident. Here's some store credit and a shipping label. Please send it back. Some people had already sold it. Some people don't want to send it back. I'm not saying that's right, but that's just how it is. So, when NECA sent their first email, some people sent it back, some people didn't. And the people that didn't, it made NECA mad. So they sent another email saying, hey, if you don't send these back right now, so we can send these already opened, dinged up boxes to customers who are already paid for them instead of making more. And I'm not saying that's not what they said, but they're saying, hey, you need to send this back, or we're going to charge your card for it, which they can't do. That's illegal. And we're going to not let you shop from the NECA store, which, that's the right as a company. If they don't want to let someone shop there, that's fine. But you can't charge someone for something after the fact that you sent them. So a lot of people were understandably upset about that. And NECA just did not handle it well at all. The fan response was really bad. And they're kind of still trying to recover from that PR nightmare. So there's another big toy fail in 2024. And it's crazy because NECA was one of those companies that was really reliable and really, oh, cool, I'm getting NECA products. I can trust in that. Even if it breaks, they'll take care of me. But the customer service, the QC, all that stuff has gone downhill. They're sending out these mystery boxes. And I'm not saying that's bad to clear out the warehouse, but it's just like a bunch of junk that's super old that's been sitting in their warehouse, and they're selling it for super cheap, trying to make money back, probably from this PR nightmare with the labs and all that, and other stuff with like the QC breaking and returns and all that stuff, which even if you have a return, it's really hard to get a hold of their customer service. So if you order from NECA, good luck getting help. If you order from like a third party like Big Bad Toy Store, they'll generally cover you with stuff like that. But yeah, another big toy fail in 2024 was NECA's Donnie Lab fiasco. And the last toy fail that I want to talk about, because it's the only thing I can think of that really comes to mind as like a total and utter failure in 2024, was the LM Toys Freeze 1/12 action figure. It's Sub-Zero, unlicensed, but it was a really cool look. There's gonna be pictures. It was a really cool looking Sub-Zero. A lot of people were excited for it, third party. So it had some soft goods, supposedly some nice textures, some just like cool paint apps, and then you get it in hand. And shout out to Nostalgia Unbox. I watched his review. That's the only one I saw. Actually, I think I saw Sir Dorks too, so shout out to him. And I saw that the hands were falling off. They wouldn't actually even fit on the pegs. Some of the paint apps were really bad. The hands were like really sausage fingery and really like unrealistic looking. It was just a lot of accessories were just loose and just bad joints, and it was just not a good figure. And a lot of people were really looking forward to that because, as you know, it's hard to find a good Mortal Kombat figure. McFarlane had the license, so forget about that. And then I don't know who else was doing Mortal Kombat. Maybe Storm was. I think Storm was. Storm was definitely doing Mortal Kombat at one point. So those were really the only two options. And a cool third party Sub-Zero, awesome. Sub-Zero is my favorite Mortal Kombat character, so I'm sure he's a lot of others. And, you know, just options weren't really out there. So people were really excited, and it was just a floppy, sloppy, badly made mess. And the people that made it, that sent it to 5K Toys, were telling people, please don't review this. We'll make it better. Please don't review it. But the damage was already done. So JM Toys, I know you probably have other names because you're unlicensed, you got to jump around and all that stuff. But you had a big old toy fail in 2024. So with all that being said, y'all, I guess that's all there's to be said about the biggest toy fails of 2024. So if you like this list, make sure to hit like down below, hit subscribe down below as well. Comment, let me know if you agree, disagree. If you have any other toy fails that you think I should have talked about, let me know how your day's going. Just say hey. Also, check out the giveaways. We're going to be hitting 3.5 hopefully in a couple months, and then we'll be giving away one of the figures, and then hopefully not too far after that we'll be giving away another one. So check out how to enter those. Do all that stuff. Keep your head up. Stay brave. I love you. I'll see you next time, and bye-bye. Mwah.